Hello everybody, my name's Alan Platt and I'd like to welcome you today to an opportunity that people literally worldwide have been looking for and waiting for. I'm going to show you today Star Horizon, which is a gateway to STARVARA. And STARVARA is more than a game. When people get their head around what's happening with STARVARA, they're going to be so excited when this actually launches fully out there real soon. But I'm going to cover both today, STARVARA and Star Horizon. But before I get into that, I want everyone to kind of understand what's been happening with the internet itself. So internet kind of came around about 1990. It was web 1.0, so to say. It was very basic. There was e-commerce coming in there, but it was a basic type of internet. And if you may recall, for those who are in that generation, they would dial up and the actual connection was quite difficult at that time. But things evolved. Around about 2005, Web 2.0 came out to around about now, because it's evolving now, where there was a lot of social media happening within the internet. You had a greater global reach with the internet, and obviously the speed of connection was so much better for people. But one of the things and the downfalls really for Web 2.0 is we know some of the major social media platforms that are out there, where when you think a lot of people probably on this call have got profiles, they've invited friends to them, they put the pictures up, the videos, they do the posts, they keep the engagement and draw all the content for these social media companies, but you don't monetize that. They did. So there's a lot of companies that became multi-billion-dollar companies based on the content that the community brought. So that's kind of been evolving right now as we're moving from the Web 2 field more to the Web 3.0, which is more based around the blockchain technology, which is available now, which wasn't available many years ago. So the blockchain technology, which is permissionless in the sense as well, with this, the monetization can go to the individual users on the blockchain, the data, the assets that they have on there. So again, there's also that technology which we have available today, which wasn't available several years back, enables people to actually benefit from some of the systems that are in the Web 3. So you've got play to earn games, learn to earn, there's metaverses that are coming out, and that, for what I'm going to show you today, would be a small world. We've also got virtual reality and augmented reality. There's artificial intelligence. There's so much happening right now in this transition from Web to 2. But I thought it's important for people to understand where we're positioned. We're right now moving towards the Web 3. A lot of more things are going more blockchain technology. Countries are going blockchain technology. So just think about the transition that's happening right now, folks. But how does that affect, say, the gaming market? Now, the Web 2 gaming market is huge. I mean, literally around about 774 million players per month are playing some of the major games in the Web 2 format. Like I just mentioned, though, things are changing right now. Things are moving to Web 3, more of the blockchain technology projects that are out there. And at the moment, around about 3.5 million players per month are doing these Web 3 games. But if you're thinking about the marketplace that's evolving, where it's transitioning from Web 2 to Web 3, there's a clue. I just showed you folks, we're right at the start, really, the major transition of what's happening globally to the Web 3.0. So think about if you could have a product that kind of mixes and bridges between Web 2 and Web 3, so you can link these 774 million a month gamers, as well as the Web 3 gamers seamlessly, and enable people to work through that, with an amazing product that satisfies all, then you'll be in a good place, because that transition is happening right now. And I'm going to show you something with STARVARA which makes that happen. Now, Web 2 gaming is huge. So major companies out there right now which are doing billions and billions of dollars in revenue per year. You take Fortnite, 5.8 billion in 2022. Roblox, that's 1.92 billion. Again, we've heard of Modern Warcraft. A lot of these major projects are out there doing billions of dollars a year. And again, this is transitioning again to Web 3.0, which is exactly where we're positioning ourselves. Now, in a lot of these projects that are out there, people are already buying cosmetics within the games. There's a bit of a difference, though. In Web 2, you purchase the cosmetic. Do you really own it if you can't access it or control it at any time of the day? No, you don't. It's basically within the game. The Web 3 enables full control with blockchain technology and the NFTs, so it's your digital asset that you own. But the key here, for me, for you, is to understand that cosmetics in-game play is absolutely huge right now in the Web 2 and in the Web 3 sectors. and it's just going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And the great thing for us is with STARVARA, like I mentioned earlier, we're the bridge between the Web 2 and Web 3. So this product, STARVARA, which is an amazing project, is kind of fusing Web 2 technology, Web 3 technology, where people can come on board together, but it's all based on the blockchain technology of the Web 3. Very, very powerful. And what we've created with STARVARA is the world's first AAA high fidelity MMO experience. So MMO, massive multiplayer online. Millions of players can be doing this around the world at the same time. And what STARVARA is a huge open world experience. It's an immersive experience, again, built with a Web3 layer. So again, think folks, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, think about NFTs. Don't worry if you don't know what all this means yet. Sometimes it might take you a little bit of research to get it, but understand this is where the world's going. This is where countries are going, governments are going. They're going blockchain technology. And when you've got something like STARVARA, which is a AAA quality project that millions of people can play globally, and when I say play, they can be immersed in the whole system. So it's an open world system with STARVARA. And I want to show you one of our cinematic trailers. Wow, folks, if you see the quality of the cinematic trailer, imagine what the STARVARA project will be, the open world project, the quality of that. And there's lots more materials coming our way. That's just one of the teaser trailers. And that, for me, that could be a movie trailer. That could be a Netflix trailer. The power and the quality of that is absolutely phenomenal. I think anyone who's seen that just gets that straight away. But what we're working on here with STARVARA is really like an expansive universe. Imagine different galaxies, different solar systems, different planets, which is going to be expanded upon, within the actual STARVARA open world. Where imagine where you've got certain games where people do a quest, they go into a game, or they're doing a certain project, and the next day they go in, it can be the same. They're just doing the same things. Here, because you've got such a bit limitless opportunity, really, as the game evolves and the STARVARA evolves, where you could go to one planet and do a certain thing, then move then over to another planet, do something completely different, go to a different planet and do something completely different, but all interlinked within the same open world. Again, folks, when you're working into this, when you think about the bigger picture, there's character classes as well that people can use within STARVARA. So these are already there. There's different types of classes, so people can choose the type of character they want to be within STARVARA. Now, again, STARVARA is an open world project, a AAA high fidelity MMO system. So again, very powerful with the team behind it, which I'm going to go a little bit more with so much experience in delivering this project. But what I want to do is show you a quick demo. Now, this demonstration I'm going to show you now about STARVARA is an edited one purely for the purposes of this presentation. Obviously, there's more detailed demonstrations available, but just wanted to show you what STARVARA is. So this is STARVARA, folks. Here's our character creation screen. You can create your own avatars within there, and then you can take them into the various planets around the world. So again, you can choose unique, cosmetics and skins. They're all NFTs. Here you can see someone collecting their raw materials. Now, some people can use these to craft items. They can use and trade and sell them actually within the system as well. And again, different planets, have different things. But here we have, say someone might be mining something that they can create a skin with. But the principle here is a seamless integration of the wallets, as well as you just saw, where people can do the trading within the system. But let's head over to one of the spaceships, jump into one of the spaceships here. and you can fly, to various planets as the project evolves and as the project develops. So here we're going to go head up, through into space. We're going to exit the atmosphere. You can see going through different planets in the background. And as we move into space here, you can see different planets. You're going to see asteroids. Again, think about this, folks. This is being added on. It's continually expanding the number of the worlds. But again, what we've got here is we're heading to one of these worlds. Is you've got to remember all the assets that we have through Star Horizon into STARVARA as well are on blockchains through the smart contracts. Now, what the company's done is they've been very creative. They've developed something like a byte streaming technology, which really makes it so much easier for the user. So a data usage would normally be, say, for a Netflix over 1,000 megabytes per hour. With this, the data usage is about 3 megabytes per hour. So think about the data usage for the users is so much better. The cost of the service for the company is so much cheaper, which enables millions of people to play around the world at the same time. Here we are, we're going to head into our Galactic Exchange. As you head into the Galactic Exchange, this is where you'll be able to trade your NFTs that you have, your in-game assets, and other cryptocurrencies. Hopefully, once live in the future, this will have all the cryptocurrency live prices you can trade through there. Also, as we head through, you look on the right side here, you can see a branding area. So different things can happen also with branding, with major branding partners that we can bring into STARVARA. But in addition to that, we've obviously got our major product ranges and our marketplaces. So again, these NFTs you could use within the system, within STARVARA. You can go into the digital marketplace, which I've just shown you, the Galactic Exchange there, and you can trade these NFTs. Think about this. What you'll have in STARVARA is some people who are just a customer, they're gaming, they need to do a certain amount of hours of activity, maybe to build a certain spaceship, whereas you who've come in from Star Horizon may have that ship that they want. Well, they're prepared to purchase that off you to save them time. So it's a heads you in, tails you in system that we have here. So again, STARVARA is going to be a major project. With our product ranges, we've got NFTs, there's digital real estate as well, there's cosmetics, digital in-game assets. Now, there's also going to be nodes. I'm going to touch on that later. There's brand partners we can have in here as well, and loot boxes. Now, what's a loot box? If you've not heard of that, imagine it's like a surprise. You open a box, and within there, there's surprises for you. And again, some of these will be in-game assets that may have a greater value in there than what you think. It's very, very powerful because in the marketplace, if you've got something in the loot box that's fairly rare, you might be able to sell it, but also you'll be able to use it yourself. The great thing about STARVARA, it's quite a deep game. It's a deep project as well, in a sense. It's going to have, up to and over around about 1,600 in-game assets. Yeah, so they'll be releasing different NFTs in the form of cosmetics, spaceships, high-end digital real estate, as well as the loot boxes that I've mentioned. And people will be able to use these and facilitate these in STARVARA, or they can be used as their own assets to trade, also within the marketplace. So again, lots of things coming our way, folks. But let's see where we are in terms of the competitive landscape. Some of the major projects that are already in place that I mentioned, some of these doing billions a year. What STARVARA is bringing to the table with the creators of this amazing project is they're looking at what's in the marketplace, how can that be improved, where can the technology that's available now drive us into the future. And we tick the box on all these areas that some of these have become very successful on just one or two of. So we've got tokens in there, we've got bonds in there, we've got NFT sales in there, we've got cosmetics, these loot boxes and passes, so much coming our way with STARVARA. Now, again, think about this. This is another thing for us that sets us apart from anything that's out there. This is first to market technology, not just with the byte streaming that I mentioned before that this company has created, but what you're going to be able to do is immerse yourself in these virtual worlds with VR glasses, your virtual reality glasses. I've been in one of these worlds with the VR glasses on. I was over in South Africa, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Where you could be walking around, looking up, seeing the spaceships flying around, walking around the planet. You can see all the grass moving at your feet. Unbelievable. You've also got, augmented reality. You can create your own avatars. I've shown you a sneak peek of the character creation screen where you can build your own avatar and you can style your own character as you wish. That's going to be available as well. But in addition to that, it's going to be accessible across all the major platforms. So imagine this. You can be doing STARVARA on your Xbox, your Nintendo, your PlayStation 4 and 5. You can do it on your PC. You can do it on your mobile phone because of that data usage. And now opens it up for many people in the world where they may have had an issue playing some of the AAA games because of the internet connectivity. Imagine you could be on your mobile in an area where some people don't have a lot of good internet access, but you're playing a AAA quality game. It's coming on Steam as well, but you could be playing against someone else in, say, the UK who's on a console, who's playing against someone, you know, in New Zealand or Australia who's on their Xbox, against somebody who's in India on their PlayStation. Folks, this doesn't normally happen. It is happening with STARVARA and Star Horizon. Now, the great thing about the Web3, folks, is it opens up a whole decentralized system, which is what we will have in STARVARA. And for somebody, you know, to access STARVARA, they'll be able to do it completely for free. Yeah, so they can register for free to play environment, but if they want to access the whole system, yeah, and the open world. So imagine a huge open world experience. Some people have heard the word metaverse. That is too small as a way to explain STARVARA. But what if people want to have the full experience, you know, within there, they're going to have to do a bond, which is only $6.99 for 14 days. So a couple of them a month. Now, you imagine if there's 1 million people on this as an example, working in STARVARA and using that open world experience, that's a lot of bonds going each month. There's going to be a nice surprise for people once they launch the tokenomics, which we'll cover shortly. As these bonds are purchased, an element of the Vara token, which is linked in there, will be burned. So very, very powerful. So just understand there's like a pay to play to access the full platform. Now we have a STARVARA. There's going to be a token called Vara. Now again, as part of the pre-launch, people are going to get, you know, access to some free Vara tokens. I'm going to show you that shortly. But once it's live as well, people will be able to stake the Vara tokens. They have the potential of benefiting from staking rewards based on those. But also, we're going to have nodes available. Now, there's going to be 25,000 nodes. That's it, the limited supply. So you can see there's a scarcity. So once they have sold, that's it, no more nodes. And people will be able, if they wish to, hold them. There's going to be a fully tradable crypto asset. But you can also, in addition to hold, you can train them and benefit financially from them in terms of staking rewards from the tokens. You can stake the tokens against the nodes. So the more tokens you stake, the more tokens you potentially can receive in staking rewards. So think about this, folks. Within STARVARA, there's going to be earning systems as well within the actual STARVARA project itself. And who knows, people can potentially get, you know, growth in the node value. You know, if somebody wants to buy a node, once they've all sold, they've got the market price will set the price. But also you can also receive potential passive income, you know, from the staking rewards as well. So again, the full tokenomics, you know, will be released by the company real soon. But we want you to see who's actually brought this project to us. Now, there's a couple of key people. Now, I'm going to say there's a couple that I'm going to demonstrate today, but there's a whole team of key people behind the scenes, you know, working on the STARVARA and the Star Horizon project. I'm going to cover today, purely for speed, Greg Stevens. He's the CEO of the project and one of the founders. Massive experience in this sector. We've also got Mr. Robert Hersoff, who's the chairman of the board, a major investor, built multi-million-dollar companies, you know, very experienced in the business world. But what these gentlemen both have is the vision, the passion, and the drive to build Star Horizon and STARVARA to a huge, amazing, deep project for many, many years ahead because of the experience they have in both the sectors that they're trying to pull together as well. And this is one of the things that's really making the industry landscape change for us here. What they understood is the power of the networking industry, which did 196 billion last year, and the gaming industry did about 203 billion last year. So you put them together, folks, a 400 billion sector. That is absolutely huge. And what we're effectively doing is merging these two massive systems together. So traditional networking with the gaming industry, where you gamify it with the direct sales and introducing different income streams, not just within the Star Horizon, which I'm going to go into a bit more detail, but I wanted to show you the caliber of STARVARA, the product that we're launching, and the digital assets within the product packs that will be available for use in STARVARA. So it's so important to see the size of the sectors that we're in. So Star Horizon, folks, I want to show you, this is the gateway to STARVARA. You've got the exclusive rights with Star Horizon to sell the digital assets into STARVARA. Again, you can use them yourself. You don't have to obviously just trade or sell them. And what they're doing is they're making it a gamification of direct sales with this open world experience, with the technology which is innovative, which they have right now. So people are going to have an experience like never before in the networking experiences that they may have had with other companies. So again, we've got direct sales with digital open world. We're building a huge global community, and within that community, we're going to get our own planet within the open world of STARVARA. And we've got the exclusive rights to promote STARVARA, so this is really powerful for us. So you imagine down the line, we could be having these sort of meetings actually in an event room, actually in the open world. Some people will be there as avatars, some people will have the VR glasses on, some people will be on the consoles. We're creating this new open world which gives people access to multiple income streams as well in Star Horizon and in STARVARA. Again, think about it. Also, when you're in STARVARA, there's going to be a decentralized finance system in there through smart contracts where people will be able to even think, oh, is rocket fuel going to grow up in value? Where you can either go long or short on the rocket fuel in there. So there's going to be multiple income streams within both sides of what I'm showing you. But now we're focusing on Star Horizon. We work on this as the Power of 5, folks. We've got a unique product, first to market. That's the key. Unique, first to market. It's never been done before with the technology that they're using. You can love and play STARVARA. There's a bonus program with it as well. You can get recognition, for your efforts as well. The company's going to bring incentives, which will be highly competitive. We're building a whole new social interaction system as well here. Think about social media, the way people can access the open world and meet in the open world, like in that exchange. If I was in there and someone else comes into that exchange at the same time that I know, we can start a conversation within there. So this is an immersive experience. Really excited. We have a bonus plan, which I will go into in more detail shortly. But again, just understand this is part of the roadmap. It's rolling out over the next several months. It actually officially goes pre-launch on January the 16th. So everyone now on this presentation is getting a sneak peek. You're ahead of the curve. The pre-launch starts January the 16th, looking to go live with STARVARA in April. So we're going to get things evolving over the next few months. So once it's live, the integration of STARVARA and Star Horizon will happen. You'll start to see a modern back office like never seen before, with the way your management, your organizations, your sales, your commissions, the tools, it's all going to be interlinked with decentralized finance. The wallets, it's going to be amazing on how this is going to be all integrated. But again, like I say, it's part of the roadmap. It's rolling out. And again, when we can do workshops and meetings within the open world, and access so many things seamlessly once you're in STARVARA without even having to come out is absolutely phenomenal.